Can you all see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you all see this?
Yes, sir.
Here, offline guys, is this visible? Backside? Okay. Cool. Here is a question that we have a pen. A pen has ink quantity, color, and color. What are these?
State of the object.
State
Yeah.
of the object.
It is and has a relationship, means pen has ink quantity, which is a measurable thing, and pen has color, which is a behavior, right? Sorry, which is also an attribute, and a pen can be used to write and refill. Okay, these are the behaviors of a pen. Pen can write and we can refill the pen. Okay, and to write, a text must be given for the pen. We need to give some text so that that pen will write that particular text. Okay, write means here we do SOP. Then a quantity of an ink, a certain amount of quantity of an ink should be given to refill. When we give that amount of ink quantity to the pen, it adds to the existing quantity and refills the ink quantity to the pen. So these are the functionalities of the pen. Then if there is ink, then the pen will write the text given to it. You see, here is the logical part of the question. When does a pen can write? If and only if it has ink quantity. If and only if pen has ink, it can write, else it cannot write. Okay, and refill works by taking in the ink quantity to add to the existing ink quantity. Okay, first, as a class designers, we have to apply OOAD and arrive at the class design, and then create the class implementation and create the tested class to create two pen objects and test the pen class. Okay, so how can we how should we design the pen class?
To first find out the state and behavior of objects.
Yeah, how many objects do we have? First of all, here, two objects.
One is for sure.
Yeah. Anybody sees any other object? Any other objects is seen? Yes or no? Online
No,
guys? No.
No.
Because no other thing here tells that this has this and this can do this. Okay, here only pen has something and pen can do something. Okay, so there is only one object, which is pen. And what pen has?
Ink quantity and
What does pen have? Ink quantity.
Color.
Quantity and color.
Yeah, ink quantity and color.
color.
Correct? Then what can pen do?
Write
Right. And
It
refill.
can write
and refill.
and
Ref
can be refilled. Okay, good. So this is the design of pen class. Now we will implement this design as a class of Java and write the attributes as instance variables and the functions or methods as behaviors. Okay, so how do we create a class in Java? Basic question.
Public.
public
Access
class.
specifier public, because we need
Other
everyone to use our pen class.
Access.
Public class keyword and pen. What is pen?
Object.
Object.
No, what is
Can we
this
take
here?
class?
Name.
The class name.
Class name.
The class.
Also called as?
Identifier.
Yeah, correct. Identifier. Okay. So what this should be saved as then?
Pen.java.
Pen.java.
We should save it as pen as Java source file. Okay. We save this. Okay. Then we'll implement it as pen has ink quantity. What should be the data type of ink quantity? How do you know?
It's given there.
Yeah,
Sample value.
mentioned in
requirement.
it's mentioned in requirement. Okay, so int ink quantity. Okay, then we have string color. Okay, so what is the access specifier here? Public. By default, is it public?
No.
By default, if you do not specify any access specifier,
Then
then
it's
what is the
package.
access
Package.
specificity?
Package.
Yeah, it is of package access specified. Means it can be used in this one particular package. Okay, we do not know how to we do not have a clear idea of what is package and how to create a package and everything. We'll have that and we'll have that clear idea when we start using Eclipse. Okay, Eclipse creates packages for us, and everything inside one package can act. Okay, cool. Then pen can write. Okay, then how do we define or how do we design that method? Write method or first method header. What should be the access specifier?
Public.
By public,
Right.
to reuse or to use? To use. To use outside of this class. Okay, we should allow user of another class or the designer of another class to use the right method of this pen class. Okay, so public, what should be the return data type? Should we return anything when a pen writes?
No, sir.
Should we return anything when pen writes? No.
No.
Void.
So return data type is void. And what is the method name?
Right.
Write.
Right.
Then should we pass anything to write?
No.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
In
Yes,
quantity.
sir.
A
Yeah, text must be given. for it.
given for it to write. Means we should pass a text
String.
for a pen to write. How can we pass a text?
String.
Or how can
Yeah,
we
argument.
put the text here? Yes, we receive a string as a variable str, or you can take it as text. Okay, then what does the write method do? It will print the
Whatever
text.
the text you think.
println. What should we print?
Text.
Yeah. Writing text plus text. Okay, now is this all that we should do in the write method? Does this satisfy the requirement? Yeah. What is the business requirement? What we should do here? When can a pen write?
When it has in quantity.
Yeah, when it has ink quantity. How do we check that? If a pen has ink quantity or not?
If
Be not less than or equal to 0.
if, yeah, in quantity greater than 0, then write. Okay, else just print a message. No in quantity to write. So does this satisfy the requirement now? Completely? Yes.
Yes.
Now we have to design the refill method. What should be the access specifier?
public,
Public.
Public. Should we return anything after we refill? Should we return anything after we refill? No. What should be the data type then?
Void.
Void.
Then, yeah. Then refill.
Refill.
Okay. Should we receive anything to refill?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What should we receive?
in
Yeah.
quantity,
Certain
In-
amount of
In
quantity.
quantity.
Then what should be the data type of that?
Int.
Int.
Quantity. Then what should we do here? Huh?
In quantity is equal to quantity.
Which quantity?
In quantity is equal to quantity.
Okay. Wait. If, what should we check? Huh.
in quantity equal to
Is that logically or is that the requirement that if in quantity becomes 0, then only you have to refill?
No.
no,
Is that the requirement?
no,
No, right? We should be able to refill whenever we want, right? So
Yeah.
what should we do then?
in quantity is equal to in quantity plus quantity.
Yeah, in quantity is equal to,
In quantity plus,
yeah, we can do this, plus equal to quantity,
yeah,
right? So this is what in quantity or refill method does. Does this satisfy the requirement completely?
No.
Yeah, how do we determine whether it is full or not?
yeah,
Yeah, how do we do that? How do we do that? Yeah, we set the max value. Okay. Now it's okay. Since we are setting max value, max in quantity, we'll set it to 20. Okay. Then how do we check? If in quantity less than max in quantity,
Max.
then do this, right?
Yes.
Correct? Pakka? Pakka? No problem here. Don't you see any problem here?
Sir, if
The
it is
problem,
19,
sir.
then anything greater than I will added increases to 20. No? More than
Correct.
20.
Correct. Did you understand the problem? If in quantity is 19, I pass another 20, then what happens?
29.
Correct? How do we check that?
4.
How do we check that? What is the solution for that then? It's easy, guys.
Have to increment in quantity by 1 in loop and then check.
Loop. No, not necessary.
Sir,
Huh?
once after adding the quantity,
Ah,
check if the ink quantity is greater than 20. Okay.
correct. So what we should do is just do this here. If ink quantity plus quantity is less than max ink quantity, then only replace the ink quantity with ink quantity plus quantity. Got it? Clear?
Yeah.
Else? Else? Else what?
Ask the user to lower the
Yeah.
ink quantity input.
The past quantity is overflowing from the pen. Okay. This is what we do. Clear? Any doubts?
Sir,
We have missed one thing. We have missed one thing. Huh? Yeah, color we can set. That's not a problem. But what
If
should
there is
happen
ink-
when we write?
If there is ink, then only it should write.
Yeah.
the ink should
that-
become ink should the quantity of ink should lower.
Yeah, we should reduce the ink quantity once we write, right? When we call write, when we write, the ink quantity should be reduced or decremented. So here we'll just do a decrement of once. Okay, whenever we call one time decrement, it or one time when we call the write method, it will write the text and decreases the ink quantity by 1. Okay, so after writing it, ink quantity minus. This is how the pen works. Any doubts?
Sir, does it make any difference if we give pre
No.
decrement operator?
No, no different. Same. Okay.
And one more thing, sir. Usually we do not give print statements inside methods, right? So,
Why? Why should not we give print statements in methods?
yeah, it was said by Vikram sir while teaching. So I asked you.
No, it depends on the requirement. Here it is the requirement, right?
Yeah,
Pencil write means right.
in write method, that's the
In logical,
requirement.
okay, in logical questions like is prime, we did not print there. We just sent back true or false and we printed in main method. There we were not asked to print whether it is a prime or not in the method itself. We were just asked to write a method which should return true or false based on whether it is a prime or not. Okay, printing to the monitor was not the work of that method as per the requirement. Here the requirement is saying that I'll give you text when I call write, I'll give you text a string and you should write that text. Okay, if there is ink quantity, else you can print a message that there is no ink quantity to write. Okay, here the requirement says to do this. Okay, it is based on the requirement. Okay, it's not that we should not print things in the method. Okay, we can do anything in the method, but it all depends on the requirement. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just create a test class. Public class.
Test class.
Sir, the file
Yeah,
name.
Created
I'll change.
So class name you have created as test class.
Yeah, I'll change it. No murmuring. Hello. So test to start running or to compile and test things, we should have what?
Main method.
Yeah, should have main method. Public static void main string dots. Don't know when will the Java people remove all these things. They are working on this. We have to write so many things to create class and start running. Okay, now we will create the pen. Okay, pen object P1. This is how we create object, right? How do we create an object?
Using new.
By using new
Yeah,
class
by
name.
using new keyword, new
Pen
pen off, right? So what is P1?
It's a pointer that is to the object.
Pointing to
Variable,
the address.
Very good, very good. This is not an object. P1 is not an object. P1 is the reference, is the pointer to that object which is present in the memory. Okay, object is present in the memory. Object is not P1. Okay, P1 is the pointer pointing to the pen object. Okay. So we created this and we print what? P1 dot P1 dot color equal to what? Blue, and P1 dot ink quantity equal to, I just say 5. Okay. Then I call P1 dot write, and what should I give? Will this compile now?
No.
No, we should give text
Yeah.
string.
So just hello. Okay, I'll just compile this. Okay, will this compile now? Will
No,
this compile?
no, sir.
Why?
Because we didn't compile the object class. So dot class
Correct. So
for this to.
what will be the error?
Dot class does not.
Yeah. So the class not found exception will be erased. Test run. We'll just start Java. Let's see what is there. See? So error class interface enum or record expected. So we do not have. And have I missed anything? Semicolon in pen.java.
Sir,
We have to compile it. So we will compile Java C pen.java.
sir.
Yeah,
So we compiled the test class, right?
correct.
So we got an error like the class or interface named pen is not found. But how did it identified like the print statement is not given
But
as
it but it went there. Like even though you did not compile it, it went there. But when I compiled this, why it is showing this error? Okay, here. Okay. Let us delete the dot class files of both and test again. Test pen. Where are the dot class files? Okay, it did not compile. Test pen, did it compile? No, it did not compile and did not generate. See, so this is the new, because of new version of Java, it compiles, it sees in that particular folder if that pen .java file is present and your test.java file is present, and if it is valid and there are no errors in that pen.java, it compiles that also and creates pen.class. Clear? So we have compiled this, clear the console, and Java. Can we run pen class?
No.
What happens if we run pen class?
Main method not found.
Main method not found. If we want to run, we should start from main method on this. Java test pen. So writing text. So then I'll print the ink quantity. Okay. Print P1 ink quantity equal to plus P1 dot
ink quantity.
ink quantity. Okay. Then I keep calling this for a few times. Hello 1, hello 2, hello 3, hello 4, hello 5, hello 6. Okay. Will this compile? Will this compile? Will this run?
Yeah. Yes, right.
Yes or no? Yes, it will compile and it will. See, ink quantity is 0 and no ink quantity to write. Did we write? Just print. Yeah, just print. Okay. No worries. So when ink quantity got exhausted, then it printed no ink quantity to write. Okay. Then we will call refill. P1. It's not necessary that we should call refill only when ink quantity becomes 0. We can call refill anytime when we require. Okay. P1 dot refill and pass. Right. Can I do this?
We can do, but it will not.
Yeah, we can do, but ink quantity will not get changed, right? So I'll print the ink quantity again. Okay. Then I'll go back here. File. See? So the passed quantity is overflowing from the pen. You cannot pass more than 20. So we'll also specify that. So we have to be more elaborately, we should describe what we should give to the method when it becomes an error or overflow or like that. Okay, so that user can easily rectify his mistake and later he can give a better input. Okay.
Please pass value less than 20.
In quantity must be less than 20, right? Yeah. Then we'll pass 50. Okay. Now clear the console. Compile it again. Okay. So in quantity is 15 again. Again, if I call write and print the in quantity, we'll just refill. And save this, go back, clear the console, Java C, Java. So refill P1, 15, writing text hello 6 again, and in quantity is reduced by 1. Clear? Any doubts? Any questions? Okay. Online guys, any doubts, any questions? Okay.
No, sir.
Cool. Let's just see other questions in practicals 8. These are simple questions, guys. Very basic questions. No much of logic is required. You can just solve this in 2 hours. Just follow each and every statement that is written. Like create a duck means what? You should create a class called duck, and a duck has a tail size means has a relationship means
It's an
As a
attribute.
state.
an attribute.
At-
And duck can swim means a
And
method,
It's a
behavior.
behavior method.
right? And when you ask a duck to swim, it's say so means it will print out that I am swimming, okay, to the monitor. So you have to design the duck class and test duck class as I think Vikram sir has shown the hippo class or something like that, right? So,
Yeah.
so you have to follow each and every statement. Don't read the whole question at a time and strike your head that I am not understanding the question. Read each and every statement, implement each and every statement step by step. Okay, one step at a time. Clear? These are all very simple questions. You can do it and finish it today. Okay. Cool. So